Will we have a stimulus agreement by the end of the day tomorrow, Friday, so that we can pass the stimulus package before Election Day? Hey everyone, Matt here. This is your stimulus package and stimulus check update as of Thursday, October 22nd. Let's get right into it and talk about the latest information. But as always, my videos pertain to everybody, including Social Security recipients, retirement, disability and survivors, SSI, supplemental security income, VA, RRB, low income, and no income. But hey, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. As for all of you returning, thanks so much for being here. It's great to see you once again. I really appreciate your friendship, your support, and it's so great to see so many of you down in the comments section day after day. For those of you who don't comment, that's completely fine. I still appreciate seeing you here, so thank you very much. All right, let's get into it and talk about it. What's going on with this stimulus package and the negotiations? So, one thing I want to mention quickly. This number comes out every Thursday morning, but I like to say it just to give you a quick barometer of what's going on in the country and where do we stand. So the jobless claims number was released this morning. It's released every Thursday morning, and here it is. 787,000 new people applied for unemployment benefits last week. Do you think that's a sign of a healthy economy? Not a chance. But guess what? Everybody's celebrating like, wow, we did it. This is great. We're under 800,000. Well, 787,000 people applying for unemployment benefits in 1 week is not good. So anyway, I just wanted to spend just a minute talking about that because I like to throw it out there just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on in this country. All right, so remember back to yesterday's video, I talked about there's a handful of Republican senators who are opposing the next stimulus package, saying, hey, the price tag is way too much. We don't want to get into this much spending. It's just too much. We don't want to support this. Well, have no fear. Mark Meadows, the White House chief of staff, rallied the troops yesterday. He gathered around and he strategized with these people on what they can do, and he kind of addressed some of their concerns about this next stimulus package. So that's great. He kind of stepped in to get all these people together on the same page. Now remember, this is a negotiation between the Democrats and the Republicans, mainly between Nancy, Ssdi and the president, President Trump, right? It's mainly between these three people. Now, what is a negotiation? Basically, it's a matter of just determining, so Nancy wants this from us. What can we take from her in exchange, right? So in a negotiation, it's not necessarily like a line in the sand. It's either yes or no, but rather negotiating, saying, okay, Nancy wants this from us. What can we get from her in exchange if we give her what she wants? So that's kind of what they're doing. They're strategizing as in, okay, we'll give her what she wants, but let's now look, what can we get from her back in exchange? So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. So he's Mark Meadows is working with these people to think, okay, let's get something from her in exchange for what she is getting from us. So anyway, I know I said that like 4 times, but I got it. Anyway, Mark Meadows also said, he doesn't think the chances get better after the election in reference to passing the stimulus package. Now let's talk about a couple quick examples. Now, of course, these are just examples, but let's just think about it for a second. Let's anticipate President Trump wins the next election and he is president for the next 4 years. What would that look like? Okay, he would probably continue to push forward for another stimulus package. However, we could get some hesitancy from Democrats on the next stimulus package, thinking, maybe we were using this stimulus negotiation as some leverage to get us reelected and get us back in control. But maybe if they don't get that, they might be thinking, well, we're not so ambitious or motivated to push forward with another stimulus package. Okay, so that's one side. Now let's look at the other side. Let's anticipate President Trump does not win the election, okay? I'm being completely fair here, taking both sides. Let's say President Trump does not win the election. Do you think in the last couple months of his presidency, he's going to be super motivated and ambitious to push through a stimulus package? Probably not. I mean, let's just be honest. He's probably not going to be all that motivated to spend a couple $1 trillion when he's not going to be back in office. So just, again, taking both sides, laying it out there. So that's kind of what we face. So if we can get this passed before Election Day, it's going to be the best for both parties. And of course, it's going to be the best for the American people, right? After the election, you don't know what's going to happen because You honestly just don't know. Both parties could kind of fold up and think, it's not necessarily benefiting us all that much anymore. We're not so interested anymore. So we really want this to get passed before the election. That would be ideal, but no surprise to anybody, they waited until the very last minute to do this, to get this passed. So I'm not shocked at all. They waited till literally we're like a week and a half away from the election. So I'm not surprised, but it's unfortunate that they've milked this thing out till literally the last minute. So also, I want to talk about quickly some comments that I've been reading down in the comment section. I love reading the comments. It's great dialogue, a lot of really interesting comments and conversations going on down there, which is great. I encourage you to write comments if you want to. But here's a couple things. I've read a couple comments between, I would say, the last 12 hours or so. I've read quite a few comments and I've had a couple conversations with you. One person actually wrote something along the lines of $1,200, since we needed it months ago, is too little too late. And in fact, it's so late that it's going to feel like $5 by the time we get it. I kind of agree with that. And here's the situation. How many of us here can agree that we are anywhere between, let's say, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, maybe even 5 months behind on our rent? Yeah, probably quite a few of us. Again, how many of us are behind on our utility payments, whether it's electrical, our gas, our phones, whatever it is? Maybe it's our cable bill. I don't know. Any of our utilities. How many of us, once again, are behind by 2, 3, 4, 5 months in some instances? Again, unfortunately, way too many of us. So what is $1,200 really going to do for us when we get it? Yeah, great, we'll take it. By no means am I saying that I don't want it. Absolutely, send us the $1,200 ASAP, right? Send it as soon as possible. But here's the deal. So many of us are so far behind on our utilities, our rent, on basic necessities. Is $1,200 really going to be enough? Honestly, no, not even close. It should be multiple times that. I mean, it should be, honestly, $2,400. Even if they double it, $2,400, it's still not enough. It'd be great. It'd be awesome. It would help out a lot. But would it be enough? Not a chance, right? So it's interesting to see so many people that are, mentioning this $1,200. Yes, it's very much it's welcomed right now, especially moving into the colder months, the winter months. In the summer, I was actually thinking about this just a minute ago. In the summer months, you don't really need to wear all that many clothes, right? I mean, if you didn't want to, you don't really need to wear that much clothes. You can get by with quite a bit less clothes in the summer. But in the winter, you don't have a choice, right? How many of us are prepared for winter right now with the current amount of clothing that we have? We probably need some additional necessities. In the winter, we don't have a choice if we want to wear clothes or not. We need to. It's very essential. So here we are entering the cold months right now. And, here we are sitting almost in November, and they're still wasting their time, more like wasting our time trying to negotiate this thing out. So it's really unfortunate. Realistically, I was kind of doing the math. At the very latest, we should have seen the second stimulus check in July. In most instances, that was probably even too late. But I would say at the very latest, we should have seen the second one back in July. We should realistically be on probably our third or fourth stimulus check as of now. So this is sad. I know there's a lot of people struggling right now. I know the $1,200 is going to help. But realistically, like so many of you have been saying, it's way too little, way too late. So anyway, I just want you guys to know, just because I sit here and make YouTube videos, it doesn't mean that I'm in any better of a position than all of you. I just want to let you know, hey, we're struggling too. I get it. Trust me. Just because I have these fancy shirts, I've had these shirts for probably, realistically, about 15 years. They've been hanging in my closet. So these are certainly nothing new for me. But anyway, I want to just hit on that because I want all of you to know, I truly get it. All of us are in this together. So that's why I'm here every single day, to look out for you and to resonate with all of you that, hey, we're all going through this together. But anyway, I want to be here as your advocate. So let's get into some more information. This is funny. Steve and Nancy, they spoke for 48 minutes yesterday. Once again, I nailed it because they don't speak for any more than 60 minutes. However, don't worry. They'll be speaking once again today, but have no fear. They will speak for probably no more than 60 minutes because that's what they do. They speak for less than 60 minutes negotiating on our behalf. So apparently that's all that we're worth to them, is less than 60 minutes of their time each and every day. It's unfortunate. So also, my last point, Mitch McConnell. Remember, he brought that skinny bill, the targeted bill, to the Senate over Tuesday and Wednesday of this week for some voting. Well, yep, just like we anticipated, it got blocked by the Democrats. They voted against it. They wanted nothing to do with it. So once again, he wasted a bunch of time. He wasted a bunch of resources. He wasted everybody's time and got some airtime and media publicity for nothing. So just like we'd been saying over the last few days, it's not going to go anywhere. Don't worry about what Mitch McConnell is saying. And here we go. We have the proof. Democrats, they blocked it. So there you go. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was coming. But I guess here we have the proof. It's not going anywhere. So Mitch McConnell, it's great. He's trying to do something, but clearly it's not what the people want. So, stop wasting time. Anyway, this is what we have as of this Thursday morning. I'll continue watching everything throughout the day. And of course, I'll keep you posted with any new information. So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you, and I'll catch you again down in the comments section. Otherwise, in the next video. I'll see you soon.